thought it was a really exciting game, end to end. Never really knew, did we, who was going to come out on top, and vital seconds and vital decisions were ticking away when we were behind, and fortunately we remained a little bit composed and executed really well at the very end, and that's something we're really pleased with and something that we've really worked upon. And just the composure at a place like this against a really good team was something that we've been really pleased about. And
we had a really good start, didn't we? Featherstone Rovers had a really good start going up into an early lead. Did you feel at that point quite confident that we'd stretch the lead further, or were you fully expecting Halifax to come back into the game?
I'm probably a really big fan of Halifax. I like Halifax. I like the coach as well. I was fortunate enough to coach him way back in, I think, 2000 at Huddersfield, and I know that, you know, they'd be tough to beat, particularly at home. And when the draw came out, I know that and I think I've been quoted saying that there's nothing but a fag paper between both sides. So to get off to a good start like we did was obviously pleasing. I thought we executed unbelievably well. If I had a whiteboard and I could draw the plays and how we wanted to play, they executed it under pressure brilliantly. I know that we needed a goal kicker as well. I know that, you know, we're probably lacking that at the minute, but it was very much about when I think we were 8 points up after 10 minutes and played some really good stuff. I know that we'd been controlling the ball and had all the ball, but eventually Halifax were going to come in and have their say, and they're a resolute team who are hard to beat, and they proved that today.
And what are your thoughts on, there were a couple of unforced errors that just let Halifax into it a little bit, wasn't there, from a Featherstone point of view? What are your thoughts on that? Is that something you're going to be looking at this week?
Yeah, in off-season we've averaged 67% completion rate in our 5 games. We've won 4 of them and played well in every one, and I want us to be adventurous. I want us to play football, and sometimes something has to give. Off the back of having a really good defensive unit, I think that I'm encouraging them to play. Today we were put under pressure, and a completion rate of 60% is just not good enough at this level. But, you know, it's round 1. I'm sure we'll improve in that area.
And how much of an impact was it losing a few key players so soon before the game in the last few days?
I've had, in probably I don't know how many years of coaching, I've had the worst Saturday run-through I've ever had. So that's probably about 13, 14 years as a coach. I lost Jay Walton through illness Saturday. Then Richard Moore pulled a quad Saturday. Then Scott Turner tweaked his back. And then we had head tests to do on Briscoe. So I was looking at, I'd lost 4 players I'd started at 9 o'clock and we lost 4 players by 10 to 10. So, you know, even this morning, laid in the bath talking to the doctor about some of the problems that we've got. We've stuck the team together, glued it together, and come up with an unbelievable performance. But behind the scenes, we were like the swan gliding along nice and smooth. Under the water, the legs were going like all hell, and just the attitude and the positivity of everyone was brilliant. Hardcastle coming in at the last minute, playing for Featherstone Lions 6 months ago, and since he's come in, it just looks so comfortable and looks like he belongs at the very top of Championship. So really pleased with that, and some of the guys who put the time in, really. Bostock I thought was outstanding, and Thackeray has just been a revelation all off-season, as has Wildy, and Briggs coming on as the plan had hoped. We knew that at some stage we needed to get Briggs on. If it were going to go down the wire, I needed an accomplished kicker on the field, and the last 20 minutes Briggs did a great job for us.
Looking forward to next Sunday. We've got Oldham down at Big Fellas Stadium. Like you say, patched up squad at the moment. You'll be looking for a couple of those players to be fully fit for that. Are you looking forward to that game?
We've got 6 out at the minute who will probably figure in the starting 17, which is a big number. So it's very much similar to how we were last year, but at mid-stage. So we've had some adversity, and we know that, you know, we need to be a little bit better. We're coming up against an Oldham team that absolutely put us to the sword last year at their place, and they've got a smart coach and they play with some really good flair. So we need to be a bit better than last time we played against them, and we certainly need to be a little bit more patient with the ball, have a better understanding of when to play and when to offload and when not to. Otherwise, we'll invite Oldham in and we'll have ourselves some problems with them.
Jon.